everybody, a warm welcome to everyone to the very session. My name is Preksha Sharma, your English educator at Unacademy, and I'm giving you all a very warm welcome to the very session wherein we are going to deal with the special questions from the chapter The Sermon in Benares and the Hack Driver. Okay, so I want all of you to stay updated for stay tuned for the entire session. Do not leave the session in between. Keep on listening to me very carefully because now I'm dealing with the questions which are directly linked with your board examination, and that will even help you to score good marks for your upcoming examinations. So everyone, stay tuned. Everybody, do not go anywhere, and even ask your friends to join in the very session because it's all for you and it's for your good. Alrighty, people. So make sure that you all are listening to me very carefully. Hey, Shreyansh, hi dear. A very good afternoon. A very good afternoon to everybody right there. Welcome to the very session. Hey, Naksh, hi dear. A very good afternoon to you too. Everybody, how are you all doing? How are the preparations going on? Did you all check out the very session that I taken up in the morning today? Because that's for your good. So make sure that you are taking a part in it. All right. Okay, everybody. Alrighty. Hey Disha. Hi Seema. Be a topper. Hi dear. Be a topper. Hello, hello. Hi everybody. How are you all doing? How are you all? Hi Soumya. Hello everyone. Welcome to the very session, guys. Hey Bhumi. Hello everyone. So everybody stay tuned for the session. We are going to deal with the chapter The Sermon in Benares and the Hack Driver. I am just assuming this that you all have read the very chapter, you all know everything about the chapter, and then we are going to move ahead. These are the subjective questions that we are going to deal with. Okay, moving ahead, my name is Preksha Sharma. If you're new to the very channel, let me give you all a very short and sweet kind of description. I've done masters in English from Delhi University, and I've been guiding a lot of students for the past few years, okay, to be like literally amazing in their communication skills and to score good marks in their academics. All right, so everybody go ahead with it for your good. And this is the Telegram channel of Unacademy class 9 and 10 especially. So all the students, you all can join this, okay, and make sure that you're staying updated and you're asking all your friends also to join it, because now since you know we are just left with one more day in our March, okay, and then from April onwards we have to be like super strict in understanding everything the right way, okay, so be very clear about it. All right. Moving ahead, we have got Unacademy free special class features, live real-time interaction using chat and emojis. You all can ask the questions using the question tab. Live poll options for quiz would be there. Poll leaderboard, you all can compete with your friends as well. Okay, so this is like super duper amazing. Make sure that you're definitely going in with this. This is for your good, for your upliftment in your career. So make sure that you are becoming a part of it definitely. Okay, everybody. Hi, Suhani. Hi, Lokesh. Hello, everybody. Hi Zed, oh my God Zed, I'm so sorry for that, but I hope that you had a very good day. And hey John, hi everyone, hi Lokesh, hello everybody. Alrighty people, so moving ahead, it's okay Rashi, I totally understand that, but I hope that you guys go ahead. I mean, go and watch all those videos because they are for your good. All the questions, they are really, really important for your good. Hi Shotsman, yeah. Everyone, the special classes, you all can learn live from the, live from your favorite educators for free. You all can engage with educators via polls. You all can clear your doubts in the live special classes. And for the top special classes, you all can visit the link which is given in the description below. Okay. So guys, I've got this class with all of you right at 3:30 p.m. today, wherein we are gonna deal with the chapter The Making of a Scientist. And the code for this is PSH10. I want all of you to be a part of this. Okay. These are the free classes and anybody can enter. All you need to do is download the app from the App Store. And then therein just search me right in the search bar, search by the name Preksha Sharma, and you'll find me. Follow me there and make sure you're keeping yourself updated related to everything that's coming up for all of you. Okay, so we are going to deal with the super 30 questions. All right. Hey everyone, say that's amazing, amazing. Okay, that's for your good. Now moving ahead, special questions from the Sermon at Banaras and the Hack Driver. Alrighty, everybody all set, everybody prepared. Have you all shared the link of the session with all your friends? May I make a move ahead? Yes. Let me know in the comment section. May I make a move ahead? Are you all set with this, everyone? Seema, I've been dealing with that here, like how to form the good answers. That's what I'm doing in the special classes. I really don't know, dear, if you're attending the classes or not. If you're not, then I'm trying to, like, I would like to urge you to be there. Okay, because I keep on sharing the very tips and tricks on, like, on the daily basis. Okay, so that's really important for all of you to be a part of it. Okay. Hi everyone. Hello. You never took my sense studying. Okay, Kruti. Hey, hi dear. Welcome to the very Class. Okay, John, a very many congratulations for your birthday. Very many wishes for you. I hope that you'll have a very good day. Okay, alrighty. So moving ahead, everybody, we're gonna start with the questions. Of course, I'll be welcoming the answers from your ends as well, so that I'll check that what are your points, how are you forming the sentences, how are you writing the sentences, what is the grammatical accuracy that you're maintaining. Okay, so everything would be taken into consideration. Make sure that you are becoming a part of it. All right. And that's why you're good. So here we go, everybody. Let's have a look at it. What does it talk about? Why was the lawyer not happy with his job? Okay, so this question was being asked in the year 2016, which is a very important question. In a way, it talks about the character, that is the lawyer. We come to know about his character as well. Okay, here we go. And yeah, okay, here we are. Sonika, yes, of course, I'm gonna take the special class today, guys. I'm gonna do that. We are going to have the special class today, and that's gonna take place right at 3:30 p.m. Okay, so make sure, I mean, just keep this very much clear in your mind that you're staying updated and you're attending the very class. Okay, so yes, what is the answer? Why was the lawyer not happy with his job? So you know, guys, like I'm again saying is, since the tense is given in the simple past tense, we have to take care of the grammatical accuracy the right way. So be sure that you're taking care of it. The lawyers was not happy with the job because he was made. It's just the lawyer, okay? The lawyer was not happy with the job because he was made to deliver summons instead of preparing legal briefs. Okay, for that task, he had to go to dirty and shady corners of the city. He also feared of being beaten up by the witnesses. All right, that is what we see. All right. Zed, hey, Zed, it's easy. I mean, it's not that tough. Hacker driver, the hack driver is supposed to be like very easy chapter. All right, it's the very flow of the story is also easy. It's not that difficult. If you find that you are finding it difficult, give it a read. Okay, here we know. Alrighty, here we are. Alrighty. Seema says what? The lawyer was not happy with the job because he used to go to slum areas to serve summons to various player people, and he was also beaten up by the rich people, so he just don't want to be. No, 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 Seema, you're not gonna talk about the slum or the rich. Okay, that is not we are gonna talk about. Okay, you have to be very clear. There are certain keywords. I've been always saying this, that in every answer, when we are writing an answer, there are certain keywords that you have to be very clear about. Alrighty. So you have to take care of the keywords in any answer. So in this particular question, the keyword that we have got is that he was supposed to deliver summons. Okay. And he, sorry, yes, he was not allowed to prepare legal briefs and dirty and shadowy corners, okay, of the city. That's what you have to talk about. Do not write like this, like slum area or rich. Okay. And it was not about being beaten up by the rich. It was just about that whosoever the witness was. For example, in case of Oliver Lutkins, he was not a very rich person. Okay, so the thing is that you have to do not like differentiate, okay, in terms of rich or poor. I hope, Seema, that's clear. He was only serving summons which he didn't like. He wanted to do legal briefs, right? Because none was giving him a chance to practice. Very good, Queen of Era. Hey, Eucalyptus. Hi, dear. Good to see you here. And Sumit. Hi, good afternoon, dear. Welcome back. Because as in work, he got trouble. Thing like person can even attack or injure him. Okay, I haven't read this chapter yet, ma'am. Okay, Soumya, do it then. Okay, this is important. Study with Anne. You can just make your grammar very good and strong just by practicing. The more you're practicing, you'll be becoming like super duper amazing. Okay, and hey, hello, motivational club. All right, Seema, that's good. Sonika said the lawyer was not happy with his work because he was sent to serve summons. He had to go all the sources of dirty and dangerous places. No, not the source of dirty, but you're just going to say that he used to visit the dirty and shadowy corners of the city. Okay, he also had the fear of being beaten up by the witnesses. Hey, good afternoon. Hi, Bangtan. Good afternoon. I see you after quite a long time. I hope that you've been doing good. All right, so this is just a two marker thing, everybody, a two marker question wherein you have to write all these points. All right, and all these points, they are supposed to be written in your past tense, okay? And just be sure of it that you are writing the right thing. All right, so make sure that you're taking care of the verbs, like was here is being given, okay? He had to is being given. All right, he also had a fear of, sorry, he also fear of being bitten up. So please make sure that you are taking care of your grammar, your spellings, your punctuation, the word limit, and of course your verbs, okay, the tense that we have to be careful about. All right, is that clear to everybody? Have I made myself clear to everyone right there? Okay, is that clear, everybody? Hey Disha, hi dear. Now we are moving to the next question. Who was Lutkins? Did the narrator serve the summon that day? Why? The question was being asked in your paper 2012, which is an important question. Okay, so how are you gonna answer this? Oliver Lutkins was a man from New Mulean who was to be served a summon to testify for a pending court case. Okay, testify as in that he had to give a statement. All right, that is how we are writing. Was is given. We are writing it like this. Okay. The narrator, the lawyer who was assigned the task. Okay, so now you see I have written comma after the narrator and after task also. So I have given the description of the narrator. That's how you are supposed to write an answer. That's how I've written the answer here. So the narrator, the lawyer who was assigned the task, was cleverly tricked by Lutkins, who exploited the gullibility, that means the very innocence of former. Former basically refers to the lawyer. Okay, and helped him chase himself, thus subjecting him to ridicule by the village folk. That means that he made him a source of fun, a source of laughter for the people of village. All right, so no, the lawyer couldn't serve the summons that day for its obvious reasons. All right, is that clear to everybody? Tech master, I'm already aware of it, dear. Why is it that you're so eager to hear it in Hindi? So if you're not understanding, let me know, dear. I'm gonna simplify my language for you, because by heart I really want you guys to get into the habit of understanding it. Okay, because this is for your good that I'm doing. All right, so just try harder. If it's not understandable, let me know about it. I'm gonna simplify the language a little more. Okay, study with Anaya, guys. I'm gonna share the strategy for your boards now on 1st of April. So stay tuned, everybody. Alrighty, Seema Sharma, Oliver Lutkins was the person whom the narrator was going to serve someone. He was a witness in a case and he was ignoring the letters from the from the legal firm, and no, the narrator was not. That's right, Seema, absolutely correct. Okay, and Bill himself was Oliver Lutkins and he was a cheater. Okay, he used to deceive people. He tricked the lawyer with his appearance. No, eucalyptus, what you have written in a very negative tone. There is a negative connotation that is coming up. That's not how you're gonna write about this. You have to just talk about the thing that he was a person who had to serve someone, and the narrator who was being given the work was he cleverly tricked. You know, the words that I have used, it is not directly hitting on the negative aspect. It is giving some sort of a like answer which doesn't seem to be like so very much bad like when you're looking at it. Okay, so the way you have written eucalyptus, that is really in a very negative tone. We are not supposed to use the negative tone. Instead, you're going to use the apt words. You're not going to say that he was a cheater, he was a deceiver, or he used to cheat people. No, like that is not the case either. Okay, we are not sure about it. Whatever story that was being made by Bill in order to tell this to lawyer, okay, that was just a fake story. It wasn't the real one. He was just weaving the story. He was cooking up the story. So we cannot say that he was a crook or he was a cheater or he was a deceiver. Not like that. But he was clever at fooling him because he didn't have the will to be present at the court. Okay, that is why. Hey Madhur, hi dear, hello, welcome to the very session. Alright, Vaibhav, dear, I've been dealing with all the long answer questions in our special classes. Kindly join the special classes, okay? This is very important. All the special classes, they are completely free. You can just use the code PSH10 and you can there be in the very class. Okay, I'm telling you how to go ahead with the writing of the answers, the long answers, the short answers. What are the keywords that you're supposed to include in any given answer? How can you code? What are the things you need to take care of when you're writing an answer? Okay. Um, Hola is to say hi. Ajon, it means to say hi. Okay. Alrighty, could we make our opinion or we need to be contextual? No, 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 you cannot make your opinion. No, Bhumi, you cannot make your opinion unless and until it is actually a value-based question. And that too, therein you have to keep your opinion contextual. Okay, you cannot write anything. Like for example, in the morning we did with the very question, no, that Vali. All right, from the chapter, Madam writes the verse that she was such a small girl, and like, do you think that it was right that she went all alone, okay, without informing her parents? Therein your opinion is definitely coming in, which is like, no, that was completely wrong. She was a child, okay, she could have suffered from child abuse, she could have been a victim of child abuse or molestation or kidnapping, okay, because a lot of corrupt activities are going on. So you are keeping it contextual, right? So keep it that way. So when it says did the netter serve the summons that day, whatever the question is, you have to always think and link it. You have to link it with your chapter every time. You have to do that. All right, this is very, very important. Is that clear to everybody? Next extra class is in, like, if you're talking about the special class, that's gonna be at 3:30 p.m. right today after the completion of this class. Okay. Hi, Bangtan. Okay. Okay. You're from which board? All right, was a man from New Millions who served as someone for a pending court case, and the lawyer exploited the gullibility. Yes, that's right, Harsheen. Absolutely correct. He was a witness in the case. He was ignoring the court letter. Queen of Error, that's right. Okay, everybody, can we add about the parents of Lutkins in this question? Yeah, you can do that. Okay, you can talk about the appearance. Okay, but you know the appearance is more in the context of bill, right? So here it talks about just Lutkins. So like since a question, since the given question is a two-marker question, okay, so you have to keep it a little brief and crisp and to the point and exact. But yeah, of course, if you want to add it, you can do that because ultimately the person is same. All right, next question. What attitude did the lawyer have to the country life? Okay, how did he experience that New Million change it? This question was being asked in 2013. All right, now this question can be asked in a different form. All right, what are the different viewpoints of the lawyer in the context of the village life and the country life? So there in the answer that you're gonna write, it's gonna be same. So every time I've been saying this, that the nature of the question can be like a little different. Sorry, the language of the question can be a little different, but the nature of the question remains same. So you need to decode that nature of the question to come at the right answer, and that is the key to write a good answer. Okay, that is an absolute amazing key to write a good answer. Okay, is that clear to everybody? Haryana board. Okay, all right. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Have I made sense? Are you all understanding this? So what are the points that you all can include in this particular answer? What are the different points? Okay, clear. Very good. So we see the lawyer was under the impression that away from the hustle and bustle of city life, hustle and bustle basically refers to the chehel pehel in Hindi. Okay, the people in the country led a pleasant, simple, honest, helpful, and peaceful life. But his experience in New Mulean with the smart hack driver, who himself was Oliver Lutkins, who humiliated and befooled him with his clever tricks and quick thinking, made the lawyer change his overview of the country life. All right. So this is how you're gonna talk about it, okay? And there is a very famous line, okay, which is given in your book related to the related to his liking. He found the people they are very soft. He found the people they are very nice. They're very good, okay, but they were not really that way. All right, they were not. Yeah, according to him, city life was filled with the hustle and bustle. So these are the points that you have to keep in your mind that he was having this impression that away from the hustle and bustle of city life, the people in the country they were leading a very pleasant, simple, honest, helpful, and peaceful life. Okay, but his experience in New Million with the smart hack driver, who himself was Oliver Lutkins, who humiliated and befooled him with his clever tricks and quick thinking, made the lawyer change his overview of the country life. Okay, is that clear? And in New Million, he met a man who was so tricky and clever. Okay, hey, hi, Sarita Seema. The lawyer was not at all happy with country life. His perspective was that the countryside always opens up towards the dirty and shady. That is right. His experience changed when he met. That's absolutely correct. I'm getting your answer. You're going good, Seema. I appreciate it. How many lines we should write for 2 mark question? Yuvraj, you can go 4 to 5 lines. That's okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, and in the beginning, lawyer didn't tell Lutkins that he had come to solve summons. Then why Lutkins befooled him by just seeing him? No, Hemant, he had very well told him. Okay, he told him that he was searching for a person, Oliver Lutkins, and he was very well aware of it. That since from the very appearance, it was like very clear that he was a lawyer. Okay, so now Oliver Lutkins, of course, he had earlier also worked with the people who were at the law firm, so he was aware of it that he was looking for me only because like I am supposed to be present at the court. Okay, so that was quite obvious for him to understand. It was not something difficult, okay, to understand. All right, is that clear? So what do we see next? Okay, we see, okay, the law impression that away from the hustle bustle of the city, the people of the country is left pleasant. Okay, and honest and peaceful life. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be like really very good. Harshin tried to form it in a good manner. Hey Lovey, hi Zed, hi guys, love. All right, for 4 markers, Priya, you'll have to be clear in terms of looking at your question for that. But like usually for a long answer, like it could be like between 80 to 100 or 100 to 120 or 100 to 150. Okay, it all depends upon what CBSE is demanding from you. Okay, so you have to be prepared from like 100 to 120 words, and you can sum it up in like 10 to 15 lines or 12 to 15 lines. You're good to go. I mean, one part of your sheet, that is fine, all right, in order to cover a 4 marker. Nothing more than that is needed. All right. Hey, hey, hi guys, welcome. Now we are moving to the next question. Who befriended the narrator when he went to New Mulean and where did he take him? The question was being asked in the year 2013. All right, so it's an important question. It talks about that who became the friend of the narrator, okay, when he went to New Mulean and where did he take him? Okay, this is what the question is talking about. So the hack driver who himself, okay, this is how you're gonna write, okay, this is the art of writing this answer. You're gonna mention the hack driver who himself was Oliver Lutkins. Okay, the hack driver who himself was Oliver Lutkins, comma, befriended the narrator when he went to New Million in locating Lutkins against whom he had a summon. All right, it's a very important point. Okay, that's how you're gonna go ahead with that. The hack driver who himself was Oliver Lutkins, he befriended the narrator when you went to New Mulean in locating Lutkins against whom he had a summon. Okay, is that clear to everybody? So they went to, okay, Bianche's, then they went to Gustafson's, Gray's barber shop, and finally to Lutkin's place. In this way, the hack driver took the lawyer all around the village to search for Lutkins. Simple and straightforward. I've been saying this again and again. Take care of the tense, okay? Take care of the word limit. If it's a 2 marker, give your answer in 4 to 5 lines. If it's like 4 marker, give your answer in 10 to 15 or 12 to 15 lines. Okay, keep it very brief every time. Your long answers, they always seek for detail. They should always be descriptive in nature. But the short answers, they should just be direct. Whatever is demanded in the question, supply that. Nothing apart from that. Okay, is that clear, everybody? There, Sheikh, I've been sharing all the tips for writing a particular in a perfect answer in my special classes. I want you to attend it so that you'll have an idea about it. Okay, so the carriage driver who was actually Oliver Lutkins befriended the narrator. Okay, he took him to several places such as barbershop and yeah, that's cool, Seema. Okay, that is very right. Alrighty. No problems there. Good to see you in the class. Alright, here we go. Next question. With what impression did the lawyer come back to the city? Okay, the question was there in the year 2012. So what is the answer that we're gonna have for this? Seema, hey, the hack driver, Hemant says, Bill befriended the narrator. The hack driver, Bill. See, now Hemant, you're writing the hack driver. And who is that? That's Bill. So Bill is the very information that you have provided me for the hack driver. So after Bill, you're supposed to write comma. The hack driver, comma, Bill, comma, befriended the narrator when he went to New Million. He took narrator to Gustav's barber shop, Gray's barber shop, pool room, etc. Hi Yash, Sumit says, when narrator reached the New Million, okay, he came across with a delivery man who told his name as Bill and befriended with him. That's right. He took him around the country from barber shop to the Lutkin's house in cab. That's fine. In cab, what cab are we talking about? What cab? Okay, hey Feza, hi dear Dr. Said, I'm very well, thank you so much. Queen of Farah, the lawyer was so impressed with his friendly nature. Okay, simplicity, that's fine. And Rashmi, that will get Oliver Lutkins. Okay, Aditya. All right, why are you not understanding anything there? What is it that you're not understanding? Yash, hi dear. Okay, so good and positive thinking about the bill. Not the BTS fan. Why are we writing? We do not write the in front of names. Okay, that's wrong. You don't do that. All right, Seema says the lawyer returned with a very elated impression to city. He was very much happy with the behaviors of people living in New Million. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so everybody, with what impression did the lawyer come back to the city? At New Mulean, the lawyer was greatly impressed by the cheerfulness of Bill, and this is really nice and important. The hack driver and his eagerness to help him in the task for which he had arrived there, oblivious to the identity of the hack driver as Lutkins himself, he presumed the hospitality offered to him as the general attitude of the country folk. He was so impressed by the simplicity and forthcoming behavior of Will that he decided that he would settle at New Mulean. All right, so this is what we are talking about. Like, with what impression did the lawyer come back to the city? That means coming back from the village. What is it that was running in his mind? He was like that he had this very particular attitude. Sorry, he had this very particular understanding that the people, they are so good at greeting others. Okay, like they are so hospitable in nature. All right, he got so impressed by the simplicity and the forthcoming behavior of Bill. Forthcoming behavior basically refers to the behavior of doing everything in advance for someone. All right, like making everything available, okay, in advance. All right. So this is what the answer is. The question can be there for like 2 marks. All right, or you can say that what did he think about the city when he went back to new to his, but what, oh, sorry, what was what did he understand, sorry, what impression he had for New Millions when he returned back to the city. Okay, so that's what you guys are gonna talk about. We are gonna deal with that also, Zed, don't be worried. So the lawyer returned his home happy and with good memories of the people. He didn't have any complaints about not being able to find Lutkins. The narrator was very happy to meet the people of New Mulean. Hey Nishant, hi. And Singma says he was also very much astonished after seeing the smartness of the hack driver. He was amazed like Bill, who was actually Oliver, made him fool. Right. Absolutely correct. So the way you have returned the answer, Seema, it doesn't reflect any kind of a negativity. Instead, it gives a very clear understanding that we are talking about a character by using the appropriate words. Okay, that's how we go ahead with it. Okay, Shivam, hi dear, a very good afternoon. No, guys, there is no mentee. Like the session that I'm gonna taking till tomorrow, no mentees would be there. Okay, so be very clear about it. All right, is that clear to everyone right there? Okay. All right. So now moving ahead, everybody, we have got the next question. Why was the lawyer sent to New Mulean and why could the lawyer not complete his work on that day? So you see the nature of the questions herein. All the questions in a way talking about the same thing. So this is one of the major questions. Like how was his experience at the place? Okay. And how did he behave with the people right there? What did he think about the people right there? And how was he as a lawyer? Okay, like what were the things that were there in his mind? Alrighty, is that clear? No, Yash, my dear, there is no mentee. If whenever there would be a mentee, you would always find that in the thumbnail of the session. Okay, we are just dealing with the subjective questions. I'm telling you all like how to go ahead with writing the right answers for your examination, because the questions that are going to be there this time, they are going to be subjective. Okay, so you have to be clear about that. Okay, so now we are gonna move ahead. So Hemant say the lawyer liked New Million very much because of the people of New Million. Bill helped him in searching Oliver Lutkins. Absolutely correct. Okay, that is very right. And what exactly? Naksh said the lawyer returned his home happy with the good memory of the people. He didn't have any complaints about not being able to find Lutkins, and the netter was very happy to meet the people of New. Okay, that's fine. All right. Zed, I told you, dear, we're gonna deal with the case-based questions soon. Okay, just keep yourself a little more updated on the channel. Seema said the lawyer was sent to New Million to serve summons to a person who was actually a witness in a case and he had been ignoring the letters from legal firm and trying to escape. So the lawyer is sent to New Million to serve summons on a person named Oliver Lutkins who was needed as a witness in a law case. He had expected the place to be sweet and simple country village. All right, here's Arthak. Hi, dear. Eucalyptus says the lawyer was sent to New Million to serve summons on Oliver Lutkins, who was required as a testimony in a case. Cool, that's fine. Hi, Sarthak. I've already done that, dear. Hello, welcome to the worry session. And Ibrasi, the lawyer sent to New Million to serve summons on a person named Oliver Lutkins. Okay, what happened to your answer? I was just reading it. And lawyer was sent to serve summons to a man named Oliver Lutkins to New Million, and he couldn't finish his work at that day because the bill. No, do not write the. So, man, this is such a common problem in all your answers. I've been noticing it. Do not write the in front of the names. Okay, that's wrong and it's not acceptable. Was Lutkin himself tricked and befooled him? That's right. And lawyer was sent to New Million to serve Oliver Lutkins. He could not complete his work because Bill was only the Lutkins. Bill was only Lutkins. Rush me to not write the before the name. And lawyer was unaware of the fact. That's right. Okay, Zed, what are your questions? Could you please just let me know what's your question? I'm not understanding it. Is it that you're given the answer of the question? Then if that is the case, I cannot see that in the comment section. Hey, Sadak, the lawyer was sent to New Million to serve summons to a person named Oliver Lutkins who had to be shown in the court as a witness in a case. Hemant, absolutely right. Okay, hey Amadip, hello dear. The lawyer was not able to complete his work on that day as he was not able to find Oliver as he was escaping so quickly from one place to another. Of course, that is right. Hi, Sia. So, yes, everybody, what exactly is the answer for this question? Why was the lawyer sent to New Muleans? What is the reason behind it? The lawyer used to work as an apprentice with a law firm. So, that means that he was working as a junior, okay, assistant, all right, in the law firm, and he had to serve summons on the witnesses as a part of his job. It was his part of job. He was sent to New Million to serve summons on Oliver Lutkins, a prime witness in a law case. When he reached the town and was making inquiries about Lutkins, he met a hack driver who was in fact Lutkins and took him to many places like Gustav's barber shop, Gray's barber shop, pool room, and mother's farm yard. Alrighty, and that is why he couldn't complete his task. That's what we are gonna write. Okay, is that clear to everybody? मैम एग्जाम में कॉन्सेप्ट बताओ फिर भी आंसर्स गलत हो जाते हैं ऐसे क्यों है? Arshin, maybe because your grammatical aspect is not correct. I've told you many a times, everybody, your grammar is checked, your spelling, your tenses, okay, punctuation, everything is being checked, and the very way you have written your answer. All right, if you're writing something that happened in the very like for example something that happened first, you're writing it in the second line, that means you're writing in a wrong manner, you're not writing it in a proper way, so that is where you become wrong in your answer. All right. Here, Mandeep Kaur, hi dear. Now, at every place they went in, okay, this is a continuation from the previous question. First, and then when the lawyer went, okay, people said that he had not come there or just missed him by 5 minutes. This is what, like these are the keywords. What I say, no, that what are the keywords that we usually write. So it says by 5 minutes, okay, or it says that they just missed him. All right, or herein you see that there, what were the things that he was a prime witness. All right, and these are the places they were being visited. All right, so this is where comes your sorry, this is where comes your answer. All right, with the keywords. So now here we say the hack driver told the lawyer that Lutkins owed him money also, and thus he appeared a genuine and helpful person to the lawyer. Thus then comma, that is the transitory word Lutkins, okay, very cleverly fooled the lawyer, and the lawyer was not able to complete his work that day. That's it, 2 marks in. Simple, not difficult. All right, is that clear? Hey Nikita, I welcome you to the work class. I hope that you're gonna love it. But like if you have just landed into your 10th standard, then the session is not for you. But if you are going to prepare for term 2, then of course the session is going to be for you. Hey Shitish Datta, hi dear. Alrighty, welcome to the worry session. Okay, okay, is that clear to everybody? Yes. Alrighty. Oh, sorry. This question. No, no, no. It's not a 2 marker. I'm really sorry for that. This is basically a 4 marker. All right. This is a 4 marker. Okay, a long answer. The long answers, there is always a way when we are gonna start a long answer. Okay, you should know like how you're going ahead with it, like how you're forming the answer in the right manner. You need to start it with a proper line. Then you have to keep it coherent. You have to connect your ideas with the first line, and then subsequently you keep doing it, okay, one after the other, and ultimately you're giving a justification to your answer right at the end. All right, Kshitish Datta, motivation line for term 2 is that I'm sure you guys are gonna rock well. Just do well, be confident, and do not think that you do not know anything. That's it. Okay, you are gonna do rockingly nice. It's just that be confident, please. Okay, when will the next session? Anmol, I've got the next class on the very special platform, that is on app, which is at 3:30 p.m. And tomorrow in the morning, I'm gonna have like for March, tomorrow in the morning only, I will have like a long 2 hour session with all of you. Okay, wherein I'm going to cover the rest of the chapters that we are left with. Okay, with all the special questions. Okay, so that's gonna be the last class of March, and after that, we are gonna have the class right from your April month. Okay, which is your exam month. So yeah, next question. What is the nature of the life of the human beings according to the Buddha? Okay, nature of the life, which is a very important question. It actually serves as the crux of the entire chapter, the main part of the entire chapter. All right, that is what you have to be careful about. So the life of mortals in this world is troubled and brief. Okay, mortals basically refer to the people who are made up of like flesh and blood. Okay, like who are supposed to die, who are subject to death. So he says that the life of mortals in this world is troubled and brief. It is combined with pain. That means their lives, okay, that is being filled with pain. Okay, there is a pain in their lives. According to Buddha, death is inevitable. It is common for all, whether it's rich and poor. And according to him, just as ripe fruits are liable to fail, so are mortals. Of course, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct, Seema. Okay, anything we don't know any. Yeah, yes, Sumit, that's the absolute right thing. Winifera, according to Gautam Buddha, life is immortal. Everyone who has come to earth conveniently will die one day. Yeah, of course, that's very right. Okay, so what do we see? That nobody can avoid dying after reaching an old age. Okay, there is death. Such is the nature of the human beings. Just as the ripe fruits, okay, they are in danger of falling, so mortals are in danger of death. As all earthen vessels after a certain period of time break, so is the life of mortals. All have to die, only he can get peace of mind who doesn't lament, complain, and grieve. Who has overcome sorrow will be free from sorrow and be blessed. That's what you're gonna talk about. All right. Is that clear to everybody? Have I made myself clear to everyone right there? Yes, everybody. Clear? Yes, death is very much inevitable, and that is not something that it is going to happen to everybody. That's what you're gonna talk about. And see, guys, this is one of the factual chapters. Okay, it deals with the facts. So you guys are supposed to read this chapter. I'm again and again telling this to everybody. Do not go blind in your examination with the summary of the chapters. Okay, that's not gonna help. That is not going to help. And let me be very strict about it. Okay, you have to just be very careful that you are writing the right answers once you have got the entire information with you. Okay, I'm Mohit. I'm very well. Thank you so much. According to Buddha, the life of a human being is destined to death. Death is inevitable. And to mortals, okay, death escapes no one like a ripe fruit. Yeah, that's right, Hemant. Very good. According to Buddha, there are so many troubles in human life. It is combined with pain. Nobody can avoid dying. After reaching an old age, there is death. Buddha said that death is necessary. Of course, Hashin, that is right. Okay, that is absolutely right. Hey, good afternoon, Arun. So I hope that you all got the meaning here clearly. Yes. Okay, now this is a 4 marker question. It's a long answer question. Let's have a look at the very question. How did Gautam Buddha get enlightenment? It's an important question and explain with reference to the story. So you know what is the story. You're not going to talk in a very journal manner, whatever information you possess related to the given topic. Instead, you will have to keep it very much contextual related to your chapter using all the keywords that are being needed in order to write an apt and a proper answer. All right, is that clear to everybody? No one can save their near and dear ones. No one can save. See, you are using no one. All right, with no one, you should say his or her like this. Okay, why are you using there? There is wrong. There is for plural. No one is singular. Okay, so be very careful about it. So no one can save his or her dear ones from death. Death is inevitable. Every human being is subjected to death. Eucalyptus, absolutely correct. Okay, absolutely right. Very good, guys. Okay, so what do we see? Siddharth Gautam was a prince who was protected from the sufferings of the world. At the age of 25, he came across a sick man, an aged man, a funeral procession, and a monk begging for alms. This is a very important point. Okay, like the when this had happened, okay, then only he decided to look for the suffering. Then only he decided like what exactly is the meaning of suffering. Because like he had always been living a life of royalty. He never knew what is pain, he never knew what is suffering because everything was available to him. He was a prince. Okay. So we see that these are the things. So please keep that in your mind that it happened at the age of 25. Again, I'm saying since we are dealing with the facts and the details, so you have to be very careful about all these things. All right. So he came across a sick man who was like an aged man and a funeral procession and a monk begging for alms. So these sights moved him so much that he went out in the world to seek enlightenment. That means that he wanted to see like how exactly he could achieve the right thing in his life. Concerning the sorrows he had witnessed, Siddharth wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree. So this is what you have to keep in your mind. All right. He vowed to stay there until enlightenment came. What do you mean by enlightenment, everyone? Can you tell me in the comment section? Yes, everybody. Can you please let me know in the comment section, everybody? Gautam Buddha say under a people tree set, okay, to attain enlightenment after 7 days. Okay, he got enlightenment. Ah, okay, fine, alrighty. Okay, so enlightenment is something like spiritual knowledge. Okay, so being enlightened for after 7 days, he remained the under the tree, the Bodhi tree, the tree of wisdom. It is known as the tree of wisdom, the people tree, where he got the knowledge. Okay, that is why it is known as the tree of wisdom. Thereafter, he began to teach and share his new understanding. At that point, he became to be known as the Buddha. He preached his first sermon at the holy city of Benares. That's what you have to keep in your mind. All right, is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everyone? Right? Gautam Buddha was earlier prince with a wife and a son. One day he saw an aged man, monk, funeral procession, and a sick man. He was very much inspired and set out in search of truth. Yeah, of course, absolutely correct. Hi, Lakshyam. Hello, dear. Hello, everybody. Okay, Siddharth Gautama was a prince who was living a life full of luxury, but at the age of 25, he became, okay, across an old man of funeral possession, a person begging for alms, and a weak person. Okay, I get that totally. All right. Hi, Anushka. Hello, dear. Hi, Archita. Is that clear? So it's a 4 marker. You can write it in quite an exaggerated manner as well when you're gonna talk about the story of Kisa Gothami. Okay, if you go ahead with writing her story, you can form an appropriate answer. Let's move ahead. The world is afflicted with death and decay. Therefore, the wise do not grieve, knowing the terms of the world. Explain with reference to the story, the sermon at Benares. It's a very important and an amazing line. I would like to urge you all try to learn it and write it in your answers in double inverted commas because that will give your answer a worth, will make your answer presentable. Alright, so try to do that. And Feza says that at the age of 25 confronted a sick man, an aged man of funeral procession, and finally monk begging, okay, begging, not being. Gautama Buddha was a prince and he was named, okay, that's fine. And therefore he went to search the cause of these sufferings to get enlightenment. He sat down and sat down, sit, okay. And he called that. Cool, that is fine. Shreya, that is knowledge. That is very right. Okay, so that's absolutely good. So what are we gonna write the answer for this very particular question? According to Gautam Buddha, the world is affected. Whenever you write like this, no, according to. Okay, whenever you write like according to, after that, usually you will have a comma for sure because we take a very mini pause here. Okay, so according to Gautam Buddha, the world is affected by sufferings, disease, or pain, death, and decay. These are the words. These are the keywords when it comes to the answers here. All, all right. Like what does he talk about? That the world. Okay, the world is suffering. Sorry, the world is affected with sufferings. There are a lot of sufferings. There are diseases. There are pain. There is death. There is decay. Okay, so therefore, after this comes the comma. The wise persons do not mourn. That means that they do not feel sad. Knowing the terms of the world, okay, they do not just grieve for longer duration because they are ultimately aware of it that it is the ultimate reality of life. Okay, so nobody can get peace of mind from weeping or mourning. Rather, his pain will be greater and his body will suffer. So, this is one of the very important points which is being mentioned by the Lord Buddha that if you're going to grieve for a longer duration, it is just going to hamper your peace of mind. You will not be in good health. Okay, you will be suffering. Now, the things that have been lost or things that has just or things that have now been gone from you, okay, you cannot do anything about it. So you have to be very clear about it that these things shouldn't be affecting you to such a great extent that your peace is hampered totally and completely. And that is a message that if you're wise, you're not going to grieve. If you know the terms of the world, and what are the terms of the world? That the life and death, they are the important parts of this entire universe, and that, okay, that it will definitely be coming irrespective of the fact that how long, like how much you are grieving, that doesn't matter. So Buddha preached, hey Kushbu, hi dear, see you after quite a long time. Hey Ilma, hi everybody. So Buddha preached in a sermon that death is omnipresent. Of course, Ima, absolutely correct, looming and inevitable. Very good words. And mortals are always in danger of being dead, and the people who do not grieve, knowing the terms of the world, are wise people. Of course, that is right. He's a Gothami and the preachings of Buddha to her. Yes, Ankit, you can do that if it's gonna be a 4 marker question. Okay, if it's gonna be a 2 marker thing, this is completely up. Okay. That's absolutely correct. Hey, Kushbu, hi dear. Now the next question. Okay, not the next. Okay, it is actually like a continuation. He will make himself sick and pale, yet the dead cannot be saved from his expression of sorrow. He who seeks peace should draw out the arrow of lamentation. That means that it should completely take that arrow, okay, that thing of sorrowness from him, all right, and throw out, okay, complaint and grief. In this manner, he, all right, who has become composed will obtain the peace of mind. He will overcome all sorrow. He who has overcome all sorrow will become free from sorrow and be blessed. That's it. So if it's a 4 marker, you're gonna continue till this. Okay. If it's just a 2 marker, you're gonna write only till this. Okay. Keep it in your mind. I've kept like 2 things so that you guys get an understanding. Okay. So like if it's a 2 marker, this much is enough. If it's a 4 marker, include this also along with the previous slide. Okay. Is that clear, everybody? I hope, Khushbu, it's not like too much to hamper your health. I hope that you're recovering well now. All right, is that clear? According to Buddha, the world is suffering from death, pain, diseases. Therefore, the wise person do not mourn knowing the terms of the world. Of course, that is right. Yeah, Ankit, you will. Okay, next question. How did Buddha make Kisa Gautami understand about the reality of death? Okay, or what lesson on death and suffering did the Buddha teach Gautami in the chapter? So when we are talking about the lesson, no, you have to go ahead with the very story of Kisa Gautami, and this question is a 4 marker thing. All right, keep it in your mind that what exactly is the story, because ultimately through the story of Kisa Gautami, we come to know that what exactly is the real message which is being imparted by him. Okay, so Kisa Gautami's only son had died. In her grief, she carried the dead child to all her neighbors, asking them for medicine. And then a man suggested her to go to Sakyamuni, alright, the Buddha, and Kisa Gautami requested Gautama Buddha to give her the medicine that would cure her son. Cure is like that would make her son fine, right? That would do that. Alrighty, Ram Prasad, all the very best for that. Alright. Hatiba, the meaning of protagonist is the main character in the chapter. For example, in the character or in the chapter, Madam writes the verse. Who is the main character? Vali is the main character. If I'm talking about the chapter here, the sermon at Benares, who is the protagonist? The main character. Buddha is the main character. Okay, if I'm talking about the chapter, like for example, the hack driver, who is the main character? The main character there, like the main character, the major character that we are talking about, it's lawyer. Okay, not Oliver Lutkins. Okay, that is what we are talking about. And your introvert basically means a person who is shy in nature and cannot socially connect with people, and who doesn't speak too much among strangers. Okay, like who feels shy to speak first. That is an introvert. I hope you got the meaning there. All right, Hatiba. Yeah, Ria, that is absolutely right. Okay, Buddha told Kisa Gautami to bring handful of mustard seeds from the house where two death has occurred. Okay, no death has occurred. Okay, yes, 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 and that's right. And here we go. Somit says Gautam Buddha said Kisa Gautami, whose only son had died, to procure mustard seeds from the house where no one has lost his loved one. After a lot search, she realized that everyone has lost their near and dear ones. Okay, she saw that flickering of the lights. Okay, let's have a look at it. So the Buddha replied that he wanted a handful of mustard seed, okay, which must be taken from a house where no one had lost a child, husband, parent, or friend. Kisa Gautami went from house to house. People pitied her, but she couldn't find any house where near and dear one had not died. She thought how selfish she had been in her grief. She realized that death is common to all human beings. And you can definitely talk about the flickering of lights. Okay, because therein, like it gave her a very clear cut idea that death is common to everybody. Like everything would come to an end one day. All right, that is right. Yeah, Ram Prasad, that's really good. Okay, alrighty. So we see Eucalyptus says what? Hatiba, my pleasure, dear. Elma says that Buddha asked her to bring some mustard seeds from a house where no one has ever died. That is very right. And Eucalyptus says Buddha asked Kisa Gautami to bring a handful of mustard seeds, but the condition was that it had to be brought from a house where no one had ever died. That's right, Eucalyptus, absolutely amazingly right. Faiza Kisa Gautami was said because her only son had died. In her hour of grief, she went from house to house in search of medicine to cure her son. Buddha wanted Kisa Gautami to understand that death is common. Absolutely correct. Okay, grief is sadness. Okay, the gaming grief is sadness. Okay, sorrow. That is absolutely right. And she realized that she was being selfish because death is like spares no one. Right. Very good. Okay, not spared no one is not the thing. We are always going to talk about this in the present context form. Okay, so that is why that death spares no one. Okay, so that is the important thing. Fickle minded is like person who is not fixed in his thinking. Okay, like his mind keeps on like switching from one thought to another. That is what it is. All right. So let's make a move ahead. Next question. Why did Kisa Gautami, okay, go from house to house? So pretty easy question, not that difficult. All right. So Kisa Gautami was a lady who lived in Benares. Okay, and very important thing I would like to tell you all that the name of this chapter, everyone whosoever is listening to me right now, note it down in your notebook so that you remember it for your life. Lifetime, the Sermon of Benares. Okay, so herein we have got E here. Okay, this is important. Do not write A here because it has been taken from a source. Can you please name the source in the comment section? Where has this been chapter taken from? Can you please name the source, everybody? Buddha wanted Kisa Gautami to understand that death is common to all, death is permanent, it is bounded, no one can avoid dying, no one can accept their kith and kin, so this reality must be accepted. Okay, all right. Baldev, I'll be taking, okay, you need the explanation. Okay, of course, I'm coming up with the one-shot explanations for all of you, one-shot revision kind of thing, okay, from April, so we are gonna have everything, don't be worried about it. All right, because Buddha asked her to bring mustard seeds, that's right. Okay, Betty Renshaw sauce, very good, that is very right. Okay, so now Archita, that's what I just mentioned there. Here in the spelling is E. Okay, whenever something has been taken from a source, we are always going to rely on that. For example, in your poem, like it's not a source, but it has been written by the poet, really and truly. If you're gonna write that as really and truly when you're quoting a line directly from the poem, that's gonna be wrong. Nobody is going to accept that because that is not what the poet has written. So we have to be very clear about it. All right, what do you say here, Harsheen? That seeds then come after the Kisa realize that reality of life. Okay, seeds then come. Yeah, that's right, Hasheen. Whatever you have written, that's fine. Okay, she realized only when she was not getting them like a handful of mustard seeds from everybody. Okay, that is very right. What is Betty Renshaw? Ankit, have you read the given chapter? You'll come to know the source of this chapter. Who has written it, everybody? Who has written it? Come on in the comment section. Who has, where exactly has this chapter been taken from? Everyone. Where has this chapter been taken from, guys? Make a son the cement Banaras by better and show values and voices. Very good. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Values and voices, okay, which is being written by Better and Shaw. Okay, so we are quoting directly from one of the sources, so you have to write whatever is being written in that source. The spelling there is ES, so please make sure you're writing it like that. A teacher who knows the depth of understanding the chapters would be deducting your mark for that. Okay, would be deducting your marks for this. But yeah, if in your question you see that the spelling has been written like this, okay, then the case is okay. Okay, then the case is okay, you can go ahead with it. But I would then also suggest that you go ahead with the spelling E only. Okay, that's the right way of writing it. All right. Very good. Okay, very good, Hemant. That's absolutely right. Okay, that's absolutely right. And Sigma says Kisa Gothami went from house to house to cure her son who was dead, and she was so disappointed that she was not able to accept the fact that no one has, no one can come back after that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, because Buddha asked her to bring a handful. That's right, eucalyptus. And indirect, we don't have much time for marriage now. All right. The teacher said that they didn't have much time for match then. Okay, it is just don't. Do not have. All right, so what are you gonna do? Like this is your simple present, you're gonna change it into did. Okay, and then now is going to change into then, simple, and we is of course going to change into they accordingly. I hope Ram Prasad you got the answer for this. Who has this question? Yeah, Ram Prasad, you asked this question. I hope that's clear. Okay, the indirect speech is going to be the teacher said that they didn't have much time for match then. All right. Ria's vlogs, I've already shared like so many sessions related to reported speech. Just type my name on the channel Unacademy Class 9 and 10 and write the very question reported, the very word reported speech. You'll get an answer for this. Okay. Okay. No, Ram Prasad, have is not going to be changed. Why? Because you have got do. Alright, do not have is there. Do is working as an auxiliary with the verb have, which is the third form. Alright, sorry, which is actually the base form we are taking here it as. Alright, so that is not going to change. Why will that change? That is not going to change. Okay, do not have, that is working as your simple present. Okay, hey Ankit, my name is Preksha Sharma. Alright, yes, Shitij, I do that also. All right. So moving ahead, everybody. What did Kisa Gothami do after the Buddha had asked her for a handful of mustard seeds? Kisa Gothami went from house to house to get a handful of mustard seeds. People gave her the mustard seed, but when she asked if anyone had died in their family, they regretfully, okay, regretfully, in place of regretfully, you could have written sorrowfully as well. All right, you could have written, or you could have written sadly also. Okay, so they regretfully told her that the livings were few. That means that the people who were living, okay, they were few, but the deaths were many. So Kisa Gautami found no house where someone had not died. All right, so this is very, very important. All right, is this making sense to everyone? Wandering from house to house. Yes. So that is what you're going to write in this particular answer. And it's going to be like a 2-marker thing, not more than that. That's it. All right. Now, why was Kisa Gautami sad? What did she do in her grief? So Kisa Gautami's only son died and she was full of grief. So you see, we are maintaining the tense. Maintaining the tense is always important. Okay. Whatever the tense is, take care of that carefully and nicely. All right. That's very important. Okay, so we see Kisa Gautami's only son died and she was full of grief. She carried the dead son to all her neighbors. She asked them for medicine so that her son can be alive again. And the people remarked that she had lost her senses. That is what people used to say. Next question. How did Gautama came to be known as Buddha? What is the reason behind it? She went from house to house to bring mustard seeds, but there was no such house where no one had ever died. Absolutely correct, Eucalyptus. You're totally right about that. And when Buddha asked Kisa Gautami for a handful of mustard seed from a house where no one had died, she went in search of that house, but she couldn't find any house where no one had died. Okay, Hema, there's a lot of like repetition. In the third line, you're writing where no one had died. She went in search of that house, but she couldn't where no one had died. So we don't go for repetitions. If you're repeating one particular phrase or like a group of words or a clause again and again, that is a clear-cut indication that the answer is not a good answer. Okay, repetition shouldn't be there, Hemant. Take care of it. She started roaming in the streets asking people for a handful of mojo seeds and she added the condition as mentioned by Buddha. Right, Seema? But you are supposed to talk about the condition. Okay, you're not supposed to take write like this as mentioned by Buddha. Just explain the condition also. All right, only Sandai, she went from house to house, asked for medicine which can cure her son. Right, Somen? Yeah, grief means sadness. Okay, that is absolutely correct. So Siddharth Gautam wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree till he got enlightenment. After 7 days of enlightenment, he renamed the Bodhi tree and began to teach and to share his new understanding and came to be known as Buddha. Absolutely easy and clear. Okay. Now, how did Buddha get enlightenment? Siddharth Gautam wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree till he got enlightenment. And after 7 days of enlightenment, he renamed the Bodhi tree and began to teach and to share. So the answer is same just as the previous one. I'm just telling you that how the language of the question can be a bit different. That's what you have to keep in your mind. All right, there is no student who has ever died. All right. Next question. Why did Buddha choose Benares to preach his first sermon? What is the reason behind it? The Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Benares, this city. Okay, what is the reason that he had chosen this city only? This city is regarded as the most holy of the dipping places of the river Ganga. Okay, that sermon has been preserved and it reflects the Buddha's wisdom about one kind of suffering which cannot be understood. And that is what that is there. Alrighty, so we are done with the very questions from these chapters which are very important. Do not take them lightly. Make sure that you're attending the classes on a regular basis. Okay. Now I would like to share the information with all of you related to the batches that we have started for the students who have just entered into their 9th standard. We have got all-rounders batch for term 1. Okay, for class 9 it got started on March 16. The mode of delivery is English. This is for term 1, new syllabus. Okay, new session. Make sure you're becoming a part of it. Then we have got the inception batch for all subjects. Class 9 it is, start date is March 16, end date is June 30. Mode of delivery is English. Term 1 syllabus it is. Kindly join in. We have got science, maths, English, social science and Hindi. You can make use of the code PSH10 and you can definitely be there. Alrighty people. And we have got Kickstart Term 1 for Class 10. Batch start date March 16. Mode of delivery is English. This is for all the students from Class 10 who have just landed into their Class 10. This is for Term 1 syllabus, the new session. Then we have got the Last Mile Maths and Social Science Practice with Ajinkya Sir for Class 10. Batch start date, it got started on March 10. Mode of delivery is English for Maths and Social Science. Go ahead with this for your good. And everyone, then we've got the bugs bounty. It's an opportunity for all the learners to report any inappropriate content in the video. Be the first one to report a particular issue to claim your prize. Report any inappropriate content using the form given in the description. So if you think that there is something that's not clear to you guys, okay, or if you see that there is something which is inappropriate taught by the educator, you all can report that by using the form which is given in the description below. Alrighty, people. Okay, and now we are moving ahead. And yeah, so we have got iconic subscription, okay, and we have got plus subscription, okay, and herein we have got so many features. In iconic you're gonna get the personal guidance wherein you'll be having one-on-one guidance from the top exam experts. Test analysis would be there wherein again, all right, you'll be having one-on-one guidance from your experts. And then Ram Prasad, I'm coming to your question. Hold your horses, be patient or better. Okay, I'm coming to your question. Okay, study planner, customized study plan with bi-weekly reviews would also be there. Study material would also be there. Experts guidelines would be there. And you will, in plus, you'll have live classes, weekly tests, structured courses, and unlimited access. So if you're going to go ahead with plus, okay, we are just going to give you the benefits that are being given here. But if you're going to go ahead with iconic, which is like super amazing, you're going to get the benefits of plus as well. So when you're going to check the weightage of the benefits, you'll see the weightage of the benefits is more, okay, than the weightage of the amount you're going to be charged with. So we have got different plus subscription duration. Okay, it's for 48 months, 42 months, 36 months, 24 months, 18 months, 15 months, 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, and 3 months. PSH10 is the code. Make use of this code. Avail straightforward 10% discount. Okay, and definitely I'm going to give you an affirmation that I'm gonna be there to help you all. Okay, then we have got the iconic subscription, which is like 48 months, 36 months, 24 months, 18 months, 15 months, 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, or 3 months. PSH10 is the code, everybody. Make use of this code. It will give you straightforward 10% discount, will make your life really easier as well. So make sure that you're making most out of it. All right, and guys, like being your educator, I would really like to tell you all, okay, that try to go for a longer tenure. That's always and always beneficial. Okay, that's for your good. All right, is that clear to everybody? So now moving ahead, everyone, we are soon going to rise the prices, everyone. So I would like to urge you all, if you are planning to go ahead, okay, with the subscription, which is really going to be good for you guys, okay, we are going to increase the prices from April 1. So before that happens, act fast to save now, because for all CBSE Plus and iconic subscriptions, we are going to increase it, and 2 days are just left. Subscribe before the prices go up. Okay, get 10% off by using the code PSH10 for your good. You can see the old prices right now. For example, for 3 months in Plus, you're supposed to like pay 7,500 right now, but from 1st April you'll be paying 8,625. You can easily see the difference. Similarly, for iconic, like for example, if you want to go ahead for 12 months, so here the old price is 28,000, but the new price would be 32,200. So think wisely, think for your good, and go ahead with this and use the code PSH10. All right, this will give you straightforward 10% discount. Okay, make use of it. You have got just very less time now. All right, and guys, CBSE class 6 to 12. For CBSE class 6 to 12, Creative Corner subscription is back again. Get 3 months Creative Corner subscription for 12 months and above subscription. Okay, like if you go ahead with 12 months and above subscription, you're gonna get 3 months and more. So limited period offer it is March 29 to 31. Subscribe now. Use the code PSH10. Avail straightforward 10% discount. Offer is applicable for first 500 subscribers. So make use of it. Okay. And Emerge is back for all of you guys. We are going to have the last merge thing with just a few days left. This is your final chance to practice an easy CBSE finals, April 2 to 5 p.m. onwards. Enroll right away, and biology exams will be conducted from 2 p.m. onwards. So enroll for your good right away, okay, by using this code, because this will give you a very good practice, okay, which is very important. All right, is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everybody? Right, and now community, everybody, never miss any update from your favorite educator. Get session notes in practice, okay, and material would also be shared with all of you. You all can share the feedback via with educators via poll. Alrighty, and then you all can check out the link in to the educator community below. Alrighty, okay, everybody. So coming to your doubt, all right, see, like defining relative clause and non-defining relative clauses, like, see, defining relative clause is something that will make a change in your sentence, that will impact your sentence, okay. For example, if you are saying that, if I'm talking about a sentence, for example, Ram Prasad, comma, who is my student, comma, is a very naughty boy, okay. So if I'm writing like this, Ram Prasad, okay, who is my student, is a very naughty boy, okay. So this is not going to change the very aspect and the very meaning that Ram Prasad is a naughty boy, even if I'm including this, okay. For example, even if I'm not including this, like if I'm saying that Ram Prasad, okay, who is my student. Even if I'm not writing this, does it matter? Like if I want to say that you're a naughty boy, no, it doesn't affect. Okay, so this is basically we are talking about the non-defining relative clause, but the defining relative clause is the one where the very information which is very much needed for understanding the meaning of a sentence. For example, if I'm saying the book, okay, which is red in color, belongs to my father. Okay, so now I am very particular. I'm particularly saying that the book which is red in color belongs to my father. Now I cannot say the book belongs to my father. Which book am I talking about here? I'm talking about, no, I cannot be talking about any journal book. So I am defining now that the book which is red in color belongs to my father. So this piece of information, the relative clause that has been used here, is important for me to understand the meaning of the entire sentence. That is what your defining relative clause is. And non-defining is one, whereas even if you just delete that portion from the sentence, it will not affect the actual meaning, which is what that you're not. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Ram Prasad, is that clear? Yes. Okay. All right. Hemant, I had asked, given the answer for this earlier also, animals is working as a node. It's a tribute. Why? Because they are in the animal, the poet, he is in love with animals. He is paying respect to the animals. Okay. He is keeping the animals in the positive light. He is telling us that the animals, they have retained the values and virtues which were being earlier dropped by the human beings, because they are not greedy. They are always satisfied. They do not have complaining cries. They do not commit sins. Okay, that is how it is. All right, everyone. Okay, so thank you, everybody. I hope you love the session. So kindly hit the bell button if you're new to the channel. Do not forget to like and share the session, and you'll be getting the PDF. Okay, soon in the very description box, which is given in the link. Okay, so everyone, take care. Bye bye. Let's crack it. I'm gonna catch you all right at 3.